The first person Jesus ever told plainly that he was the Messiah was not a priest. It was not one of his own friends. It was not a king in the great city. It was a tired woman, alone, drawing water at a well in the heat of the day. And she was an outsider in every way you can be one. Let me show you what happened. Think about what everyone was expecting. For a long time, everyone waited for one man, a rescuer, a chosen one sent from God. People had waited hundreds of years for him. Whole nations were watching for the day he would finally show up and say out loud, "I am the one." You would think when that day came, he would stand on the steps of the temple. He would announce it to the crowds, to the leaders, to the men who ran everything. That is how you would do it. That is how anyone would do it. But that is not how Jesus did it at all. He was traveling, and he went through a place called Samaria. Now, his own people and the people of Samaria had hated each other for a very long time. Most travelers like him went the long way around just to stay out of it. Jesus went straight through. Around midday, tired from walking, he sat down by an old well. His friends had gone into town to buy food, and a woman came alone to draw water. Jesus said to her, "Give me a drink." So she was stunned. She said it right out. "How is it that you, a Jew, are asking me, a woman of Samaria, for water?" Because the Jews and the Samaritans have nothing to do with each other. There were three good reasons he should not have spoken to her. She was from the wrong people. She was a woman, and men like him did not talk to strange women in public. And she was there alone. He stepped over every line at once. Then the talk turned to her life. Gently he told her he knew. "You have had 5 husbands," he said, "and the man you are with now is not your husband." 5 times she had belonged to someone, and 5 times it had ended. Maybe they died, maybe they left. Back then, a woman could not just walk away from a marriage. She had been handed from one man to the next, loss after loss. And Jesus did not call her a bad woman. He did not shame her. He did not tell her to go clean up her life. He knew all of it, and he stayed. He kept talking to her like she mattered. Then she asked the big question, the one underneath everything. Where are we supposed to worship God? On our mountain, the way my people say? Or in your city, the way yours say? Which place is the right place? Which people are the right people? And Jesus told her the walls were coming down. "The time is coming," he said, "when you will not worship the Father on this mountain or in that city either. God is a spirit. The ones who really worship him will worship him in spirit and in truth." He was honest with her. He did not pretend every path was the same, but he told her the thing she had been taught her whole life was about to change. God was never trapped on one hill. You would not need the right address anymore. You would need a true heart. And then she said the thing that opened the door. "I know the Messiah is coming," she said, "the chosen one. When he comes, he will explain everything to us." And Jesus looked at this woman, this outsider, this person the world had passed around and passed over, and he said the words he had not said plainly to anyone yet. "I am he, the one speaking to you right now. I am he." He said it there, not in the temple, not to the powerful, to her. First, the chosen one that whole nations had waited centuries for. And the first face he says it to belongs to a lonely woman at a well in the middle of the day. And she did not keep it to herself. She left her water jar sitting right there and ran back into town, and she told everyone, "Come see a man who told me everything I ever did." And they came. Many of them believed because of what she said. The outsider, the woman nobody expected, became the very first person to carry the news that the Messiah had come. So here is what I want you to hold on to. If you have ever felt looked over, if you have ever felt like you showed up at the wrong time, from the wrong place, with too much behind you to matter, if you have ever been the one passed around and passed by, hear this. When Jesus had the most important thing in the world to say, he did not save it for the important people. He said it to her. He chose her first. He was never looking for the people at the front of the line. He came looking for the ones left out of it. He came looking for you. So come find us. We are New Testament only, and this is what we do all week. walking through these old stories slow and plain so nobody gets left behind. It is all free. There is room for you here at this well. There always was.